In this video, we will walk through a simplified step-by-step guide to Danish annual reporting, designed for small and medium-sized companies that want clarity, structure, and compliance without unnecessary complexity. While Danish legislation can appear daunting, the core process is actually straightforward when broken into logical stages: understanding your obligations, preparing accurate financial data, drafting the annual report in line with the Danish Financial Statements Act, obtaining approval, and submitting on time to the Danish Business Authority. Let us begin with the basic question: who needs to prepare an annual report in Denmark? Most companies with limited liability, such as APS and AS entities, are required to submit an annual report to Erhvervsstyrelsen, the Danish Business Authority. The exact requirements depend on your accounting class, from Class A, very small entities with fewer obligations, to Class D, large public interest entities. For many smaller companies, the focus is on Class B rules, sometimes with certain simplifications available. As a starting point, confirm your company's accounting class on the Business Authority's website or with your accountant, because this classification determines the minimum scope of your reporting, including whether an audit is mandatory or can be exempted. Once you understand your obligations, the next step is to prepare the financial data that will form the backbone of your annual report. Throughout the financial year, your bookkeeping should follow standard accounting principles. Record all income and expenses. Reconcile bank accounts. Keep proper documentation for invoices, payroll, VAT, and other statutory filings. At year end, you will need to close the books by ensuring that all transactions are posted, accruals and prepayments are recorded, and any inventory counts or asset valuations are updated. For many small Danish companies, a cloud-based accounting system integrated with your bank is an efficient way to maintain clean records and reduce the risk of errors when you move into the reporting phase. With the year closed, you can move on to compiling the annual report itself. Even in a simplified format, the Danish annual report typically consists of several key components: a management statement, a management review, the primary financial statements, notes to the financial statements, and, where applicable, an auditor's report. The management statement is a short confirmation from the Board of Directors and Executive Management that the annual report is prepared in accordance with the Danish Financial Statements Act, and that it provides a true and fair view. The management review provides a concise narrative of the business, your main activities, key financial developments during the year, significant risks, and any material events after the balance sheet date. For small Class B entities using simplifications, the management review can often be kept brief, focusing only on the most relevant information. The financial statements themselves usually include an income statement, a balance sheet, and in some cases a cash flow statement, though many smaller entities are exempt from the cash flow statement requirement. The income statement summarizes your revenue, costs, and profit or loss for the year. The balance sheet provides a snapshot of your assets, liabilities, and equity at year end. In Denmark, the classification of items follows the structure laid out in the Financial Statements Act, and many accounting systems can generate reports that already align with the prescribed format. Alongside the main statements, you must prepare notes that explain the accounting policies applied and provide additional detail on key line items such as fixed assets, receivables, equity, and debt. For a simplified report, keep notes clear and focused, but make sure they are sufficiently detailed to support transparency and compliance. A common pain point is choosing accounting policies. For example, how to depreciate fixed assets or recognize revenue. In most small Danish companies, it is acceptable to use straightforward, cost-based depreciation schedules over the expected useful life of the asset, and to recognize revenue when significant risks and rewards have been transferred to the customer. If you rely on your accountant or auditor, they will normally suggest standard policies that comply with the Act and the company's size and complexity. If your company is eligible for audit exemption and you choose not to be audited, your annual report will not include an auditor's opinion. But this must be clearly disclosed in the management statement. When the draft annual report is ready, the next critical step is internal review and approval. Management and, where relevant, the board should review the figures and disclosures for accuracy and completeness. Pay attention to consistency between the management review, the financial statements, and the notes. For example, if the management review mentions a major investment or restructuring, the financial statements and notes should reflect that transaction appropriately. Once everyone is aligned, the annual report must be formally approved and signed by the board and executive management. Timing is crucial. In Denmark, most companies must submit the approved annual report to the Danish Business Authority no later than 5 months after the end of the financial year, although certain larger entities may have a 4-month deadline. Missing the deadline can lead to fines and, in severe cases, compulsory dissolution. To avoid this, create a simple internal timeline. Close the books within the first month after year-end. Prepare a draft annual report in the second month. Allow time for review, adjustments, and audit if required, and aim for board approval and submission well before the official deadline. Submission is done digitally, typically through the Business Authority's online portal, using the specific XBRL format that many accounting and audit tools can generate automatically. If you use an external accountant, they will often handle the technical submission on your behalf. Beyond pure compliance, there is strategic value in a well-prepared Danish annual report. Even in a simplified form, it is often used by banks, investors, and business partners to assess your company's financial health and governance. Ensure that your report clearly communicates your business model, key financial drivers, and any notable risks or opportunities. Over time, you can use the annual reports to track performance trends, support strategic decisions, and strengthen the company's credibility in the Danish market. To summarize the process in practical terms, confirm your reporting obligations and accounting class. Maintain accurate bookkeeping throughout the year. Close your accounts and prepare the financial statements and notes in line with the Danish Financial Statements Act. Add a concise management review and management statement. Obtain internal approval and signatures, and submit digitally to the Danish Business Authority within the statutory deadline. By following these steps and by leveraging standard tools and, where needed, professional advice, Danish annual reporting can be transformed from a perceived administrative burden into a manageable, value-adding part of running your business.